To know if a slot machine is a winner, you'll need to play it. But how? What follows is an inexpensive 4-step process on how to play a candidate-winning slot machine and cheaply evaluate whether you should stay and keep playing or leave. Not will it pay out, but does it pay out? Use my tough love approach. How do you decide if a slot machine is worth playing? Your favorite casino has so many slot machines. How do you decide which one is a keeper? Your first step is to narrow down your choices. What's your budget? Let that guide you to a machine denomination that works for you. Your second step is to pick a candidate slot machine. You could randomly choose a slot machine, but that most often leads to an average result. Instead, pick with an intent to win. There are lots of ways to pick candidate winners. For instance, you could use my highly visible location strategy, or assess many slot machines using my 5-spin method to find one machine that gives the single most significant return. Whichever way you go about choosing a candidate machine, your next step is to play it, because that's the only other way to learn if your chosen slot machine is a winner. When you first sit down with a candidate slot machine, remember you're likely to have many first dates before meeting a slot machine to which you'll want to commit. So first dates should be expected to be brief. Buy your date a coffee, not a lobster dinner, to see if you connect. So make 10 bets. If you don't win anything in those first 10 bets, politely say goodbye. But if you win anything at all, no matter how small, make another 10 bets. With 20 total bets under your belt, pause and ask yourself the tricky question: do I have reason to stay? Don't stay because you're hopeful, lustful, or infatuated that something good might happen. Stay because you won enough in those 20 prior bets that you should stay. If you're winning enough, stay. If not, leave to start all over again with another candidate slot machine. It's the tough love approach. Once you find a candidate slot machine that lets you win enough to keep you playing after 20 bets, make another 30 bets. You're headed for 50 bets total. Now it's getting more serious. As you make those 30 additional bets, pay close attention to your wins. Are they continuing? Have they stopped happening entirely? Monitor your progress as you bet. Cut your losses if you're winning less than expected based on your first 20 bets. Run away. Tough love, remember? It's still early days with no significant commitments. Your answer at 20 bets could have been wrong, but it was worth checking out. But what if you feel satisfied with your candidate slot machine after those 30 additional bets? At 50 total bets, ask yourself the same challenging question: do you stay or do you go? If you leave, start all over again with another candidate slot machine, or recoup for a while. An unsatisfactory encounter sometimes deserves taking a break before getting back on the horse, as it were. But maybe you've stayed. What's next? Make an additional 50 bets. Again, monitor your progress carefully as you make those bets. If everything goes sideways because you're not winning, or not winning as much as you've come to expect, immediately call a halt and leave. Tough love. But let's say you don't stop and reach 100 total bets. Here's where you ask yourself that tricky question one last time. Are you playing a winning machine? Not, are you hopeful or excited that you might be playing a winner? No. Are you willing to commit to a long-term relationship with this machine because it's a winner or not? It's your decision. For anything past 100 total bets, you're on your own. Maybe you'll get bored playing the same machine over and over despite the wins. Or perhaps you'll find other winning machines that are winners too. I've sat at a winning slot machine on visit after visit, slowly wearing the seat out. I became bored out of my mind until it gave me yet another hand pay, as it always would. But someday, somehow, you'll be driven apart. Your winning slot machine will move away or be retired, or you will. But you'll have wonderfully fond memories and maybe even a few photos of wins. But to do all this, you need to first make a good choice of slot machine to play. Use my highly visible location strategy to raise the likelihood of you finding a winner. So I highly recommend this video right here on that winning slot strategy.